Hello and welcome back to a short video about the units in Total War Free Kingdoms from the Radious mod. And today we are with the lovely, the gorgeous Yuan Shao. And he does look very cool actually. Yuan Shao. So I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, apologies. Let's go through this. As we do, this is quite a quick video. We're going to look at the 6 sort of units that I've picked out from the additional units Radious has added, and then do a very quick fight against some villager type units. What are they called again? Light Sword Infantry. There they are over there. Okay, so let's have a little look. We will start with the Vanguard Militant. I like the shields. It reminds me of something and I can't think what. I like them. Okay, so they're all-rounders. Always a preference of mine. They're good in melee and they do have a ranged weapon as well. Oh, interesting. What sort of ranged weapon do they have? Can we see? Ah, they've got crossbows. Beautiful. Honestly, they're actually very good units. Their tower shield will halt any foes that stand before them. Their crossbow will hunt down whoever is being halt. But yeah, very good units. They look cool as well. I actually like this. I've never really fought with Yuan Shao before. This could be an option for me. I love units like this. Multifunctional, not the best at anything, but really do. Okay, let's move on to your next guys. We have, well, again, really cool shields in this. Zhao Peacekeepers, heavy spear infantry. They're anti-cavalry. They're good against mounted, of course, and they're missile defense because of their large shields. Apart from this poor guy here. Drawn from the northern provinces of G and veterans of countless wars to support the Han, these hardened fighting men have defended the Empire against threats, both external and internal, to return peace to the land in a time of chaos. So these are typical heavy infantry, heavy spearmen, anti-cavalry units. They also have circle, they have caltrops, and they have turtle. So these are good formation fighters. I would personally like a slightly wider shield if I was one of these guys, if I was doing a turtle. But they're very cool looking. Pretty standard in many ways, but they're obviously just adding that variety for heavy anti-cavalry units. Okay, so let us move on. Here we go. We are with the Great G Garden. Oh my goodness, I don't know how well you can make this out. I do record in 1080p, but those weapons are incredible. All-rounders again, good against mounted, and of course they're weak against missile attacks because they don't have any shield, although they do look prettily heavily armoured and surprisingly good armour, so this lamb wool type armour. Spear wall, hollowed square, caltrops. Yeah, pretty good all-rounders. What's to say about them? Better die in battle than living in proper. Each of them were most excellent soldiers picked from Yuan Shao's army. Their standard equipment are giant halberds and full body heavy armours. Their duty is to safeguard Yuan Shao himself. Well, that's no surprise. As I was saying, their armour looks pretty heavy. You wouldn't want to be taking arrow fire without a shield, but even then, it looks pretty good. Okay, last infantry unit we're going to look at. Heavy halberd infantry. Defenders of Hebei. All-rounder again. This seems to be a recurring theme with this army. It's quite cool. Good against mounted and a good charge. So they have a good charge. It's a little bit unusual. Oh, they've got some very interesting sort of halberd type weapons as well, don't they? Heavy halberds at that. Okay, let's see what it says about them, shall we? Oh wow. When facing a powerful cavalry charge, these heavily armoured troops plant their feet firmly, brace their G polearms, and wait for the impact of enemy horses, impaling themselves on the spear tips. Once the momentum of the cavalry is spent, these warriors' iron armour protects them from ensuing melee, and their curved blade and spear tip of the polearms are used to pierce, hack and slash at the enemy, or used to hook, to catch, and drag them from their mounts. So these are typical European, well, I say European style halberds. We probably got this from them, but you know what I mean. Perfect. Okay, so we have some light cavalry, medium spear cavalry, Bing Zhao riders, northern province of Bing. Bing. Constantly under the threat from Xingyao, produces expert cavalrymen to counter the nomad threat. These veteran riders apply the mobility they learn from pacifying the northern barbarians to strike as quick as lightning. They're flanking, good against armour, weak against missiles. As are most cavalry, to be fair, apart from the heaviest of cavalry. They're not quite as light as I thought. They've got some decent armour. They've got some, some barding for the horses, at least front protection barding. Yeah, they're nice looking, sort of standard. They look almost like mini halberds. They've got medium spear cavalry, and last but not least, we have Bing Zhao wolf cavalry. These are anti-cavalry, they're good against mounted, and of course they're weak against missile attacks. They have distant courage, which is nice. They have a few formations, better health and better everything really than these guys, of course. Northern province have been okay. So these are the same as these guys, but the sort of the rank up. They're not. Are these guys anti-cavalry? No. So these are specifically anti-cavalry, where these are probably more anti-missile units. Okay. I like this army actually. This might be my favourite one I've seen so far. I do like the idea of all-round units, especially these guys. Really like them. I wonder if they'll automatically attack. It's such a beautiful game, this. For some reason, Three Kingdoms hasn't quite got to me like most Total War games. And I do like Chinese history, so it's not that. But it's easily the prettiest. I also didn't really enjoy Total War Saga Britannia at all, which I thought I would. I'm looking forward to Troy. I really hope that's going to be good. Okay, let's see if we can catch this. Should get a slow motion charge. Oh, get the way flags. Oh. Boom. Oh, that's quite nice. Now, we never really stay for the whole battle. So do these guys fire first? How does the range work? So you might have to order them to become ranged units. I really need to stop picking this map. It's a nice looking map, but I could barely see through the trees. Let's have a little look over here. The Great G Guard, these will do some damage, I imagine. I can't see at all yet. We're going to have to pick some planes next time or something. Well, these are planes, but some even more planes. Oh, look at Yuan Shao go. I don't think he does need your aid. Okay, we'll leave it there. So that is Yuan Shao and some of his units. Of course, there's more than that, but I only ever select 6 just to make these nice and neat little videos. So, thank you very much for joining us, and do keep an eye out for more Radious mod videos, and of course check out the mod itself. Thank you folks, and I'll see you again.